Hey, how's it going, crypto introvert here? And today I want to talk about the importance of Ethereum. Now, Ethereum admittedly isn't something I was really into or actually was open to getting to know better. And just to put that in perspective, in 2015 I learned about Bitcoin, got into it in 2016, but with Ethereum, it was only recently in 2020, December, so literally 3 months ago, that I really researched properly into Ethereum and put some investment into Ethereum. And the main reason for that at that period was because I read about ETH 2.0 and the potential that could bring to future of money. Now, of course, Ethereum has been under the shadow of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the one that has been in the limelight, in the news, the newspaper, online, etc., etc. It is the original, quote unquote original cryptocurrency. It's decentralized, etc., etc. So it has had a lot of attention, but Ethereum has flown under the radar essentially. And as mentioned, it is very underestimated in terms of the potential it has. So, whilst Bitcoin is more of a store of value, it's more of an insurance choice, it's more of down the line. You put your savings in there because by its deflationary feature that it will appreciate in value in the long run. Whilst Ethereum is more the settlement side of things. So, just to put an analogy. Um, Cash is like the transferable or transactional form to gold traditionally, and Ethereum could be that same relationship to Bitcoin. Could be. At the moment, it's the front runner. There are other projects out there, but Ethereum, as it stands, is the clear and obvious one. As long as ETH 2.0 develops and is successful. Now, that's when I got into Ethereum, as mentioned in December 2020, is because of ETH 2.0's first phase, which was staking requirement. And I think it was a 32 ETH staking that was required, which, if you add it up, is a lot. And then during that situation, I saw how many companies believed in Ethereum and wanted to support the progress of ETH 2.0. And the fact that the staking requirement that they required, the fact that near the end it got fulfilled in order to go into the next stage of ETH 2.0 shows how much financial commitment there is out there and companies supporting the Ethereum network. Now, that comes to the Ethereum network itself. Until you actually know how many tokens are dependent on the Ethereum network, then you start to appreciate the sheer size of it. And I remember when I got into Ethereum at $600 just before the ETH 2.0 staking requirement completion, that was only at $600. Now it is at about 1800. So in such a small space of time, it has essentially 300%. That is massive. And I think that is just the tip of the iceberg. If ETH 2.0 and the progress is to continue, and Ethereum will in fact become the transaction of choice, the transactional medium of choice. Now, there's stuff like Ripple and other coins that do that, but Ethereum is the clear choice. And further to this, if you have a look at this list here of the ERC20, and this is just ERC20 tokens that's on the Ethereum network, you got Tether and you got USDC. Two of the biggest stable coins out there are actually on the Ethereum network. So what this means is when you do a transfer um, on, say, send Tether to pay for things or send it to a different wallet, you have to pay something called gas fees, which is basically the transaction fee, and that's paid in Ethereum. And you can see also you've got big coins like Binance, Chainlink, Uniswap, wrap BTC. So wrap BTC is the one-to-one to Bitcoin. So if you want to pay in Bitcoin, but you don't want to use the actual underlying asset, and you want to utilize the efficiency of the Ethereum network, then wrap BTC does that. You've got VeChain, you've also got Celsius as well, and Crypto.com and Yearn Finance. You've got a lot of coins, and this is only the I think the top 50. Uh, Within the ecosystem, you've got over 100,000, over 300,000 on the ERC20. So that goes to show the massive scale and the dependency so many coins out there have on the Ethereum network. Arguably, it could be bigger than Bitcoin. It could arguably be bigger than Bitcoin. And all these depend on Ethereum. And I'd say even though crypto is moving quicker than general people were prepared for, I think at the same time within the space, it has moved quicker than Ethereum has prepared for because the gas fees at the moment are just ridiculous because of just so much appreciation and price and so much activity that the network is not sustainable. And that leads into the ETH 2.0, which is meant to increase security. It's meant to increase speed and benefit on the transaction fees as well. So that's so important in terms of the development of ETH 2.0. But at the moment, as mentioned, only in December, start of December 2020, it was at $600. Now it's at 1,800. And you can think in the coming year or so, when the crypto space develops, Ethereum is likely to be a central part of it. And this year itself, we've seen massive growth across the crypto space, and I'm sure we'll see even more as it's set up to be an altcoin season. And finally, I guess going on to the swaps. So if you've noticed, when you go into the swap sites or companies where you swap coins, you pay in gas fees. So that's again on the Ethereum network. So stuff like Uniswap, etc., that is on the Ethereum network as well. So that goes to show how important in terms of transactional perspective the Ethereum network is. Whilst Bitcoin is still important, as mentioned, it's decentralized, safest network out there, largest market cap, which makes it even safer. The more computational power that goes into Bitcoin, the safer it even becomes. Whilst Ethereum, it isn't as decentralized as Bitcoin. Obviously, we all know it's Vitalik Buterin, that's the co-founder and spearheads a lot of things to this day. But as the network develops, as it gets more decentralized, as its security improves, it will have untapped potential that could just unleash itself.